Shen So down there on the right, stashes final boulder.
Natalia has definitely become one that we've come to expect to see in the final, so it'll be interesting to see how she does on these semi-final boulders.
She's going, Natalia Grossman, which I'm sure we'll see in a sec, is going for her 4th in a row. Well, there she is, gold medal. She hasn't looked back. Myringin, she was beaten by Yanya. Yanya then decided to focus on the lead season, which is nothing to take away from Natalia. I'm just explaining the sort of process. And then since then, Natalia has just been in a league of her own.
Yes, she is really incredible. Showing us there on this first boulder, getting it done really fast. With a big smile. I've heard some rumors that we might see Anya only one top.
Yeah, Natalia came on and instantly left, having flashed that boulder, but there she is, back again.
Looking strong as ever on that move. She held those holds so high, really demonstrating her strength.
She's in that category of athletes at the moment, which is very annoying for route setters, because how do you set for someone who's in a different league, you know? And look at that, just cruising through.
Strong. Yes, it's so hard to separate out athletes when they're capable of just flashing all the boulders. She didn't fall once in yesterday's qualification, so.
And there she is running out.
I'm excited to see her on this third boulder. It's proven to be such an interesting challenge. Only 2 tops so far, but with 2 other athletes falling, going to that final hold.
I'd imagine that Hannah Moyle just has a bit of a cut or graze on her knee there. You can see the tape. You're not allowed blood on the wall, so the athletes do a bit of a patch job in between rounds, just stick some tape onto it and ignore it until later.
Yeah, you often see athletes with tape wrapped around their leg like that, and it's a bit confusing, but yes, it's just to keep blood from getting on the holds.
Wow, power from Natalia. And this is what she's so good at. I remember in South Korea when she flipped things and campers the section that no one else had done. She's good at it, but she's looking to go right now.
Yeah, this section is so tricky, though. It's less about power, more about figuring it out. But she's very capable of making her method work best for her, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think she's going to reassess. And you can see her just going with the left now. Turning it into a pinch on the right. Yeah, she's totally changed it, and that really is what shows her quality. Because I think you're right, I think she could have pushed through that move, made something magical happen, but she decided just to completely back off and start again. Smart climbing.
She's super good at figuring things out on the wall. We're definitely seeing that here.
Right, gets the right. Will she jump low? She does.
Quick chalk.
Yeah, she needs to really set herself up for this. We've seen a few drop it.
Wow. Bit of a 1-2 with a pretty crazy leg swing, but she holds it. Her third top.
She kind of pulled something out of them. There she is, running on, Natalia Grossman.
Getting all the love from the crowd, the only athlete on the wall.
Well, this is it.
Coming to the end of our semifinal here.
Yeah, she looks up. 3 out of 3. This kind of a boulder, is it Natalia's thing?
I think she's really good at figuring things out on the wall, which this boulder definitely requires. And what makes Natalia so good is that I wouldn't ever really say that one boulder suits her particularly well over a different boulder. She's super well-rounded, so I have faith in her for sure. Although this first section has been very tricky for a lot of athletes to figure out. Just a super high foot.
Yeah, it does look awkward. I've seen Natalia lift her foot up and place it on a hold. But now she's stood up and strong.
Getting that handcuff in position, making that corner transition really well.
Yeah, then she'll unwind and
Creeping out to that hold.
Gets the thumb in there. That's the better position. I mean, look, the fact that Natalia is making this look like a battle makes you realize how hard this climb is.
This climb is definitely uncomfortable. I don't think you're ever really finding a moment to breathe, except for maybe right here, and then it's straight back into a battle once you enter this corner again.
Make sure her right toe is on the correct bit of that hold before going upwards. Natalia, one move away, crosses through, needs to match for the perfect semi-final. Watch that right hand, she's looking at, goes up with the right.
Wow. There she goes. Natalia continuing her no-fall streak. 9 out of 9 boulders flashed so far in this competition. So impressive by her. And now the athletes have a long 7-hour break before the finals begins at 8 p.m. this evening.
Yes, and we will be back for that finals tonight. Women's only tonight. Men's semi-final and final will take place tomorrow. That's how the split is working this weekend. We'll just get confirmation of our top 6, and here we go. So Natalia Grossman leading the way, Miho Nanaka, Hannah Moyle, Sarika Okawachi. So Natalia Grossman is out on stage, and there is a potential record here because Natalia has yet to fall off a boulder in this competition. So she's had 9 climbs, no falls, and we can't find a stat to say if anyone's ever done that before, if she flashes all of these. So, Natalia, it's a big ask, but if you wouldn't mind just flashing all these 4 boulders, then we'll have a wonderful new record. Let's see if she can do it for us. She's certainly on form. She won in Salt Lake twice.
She does look so composed and casual when she climbs.
Oh, using her own wrist there to pull herself up.
That is some advanced technique there. Micro beta, as they
It does
say.
help though, doesn't it? It's
yes.
easier than a one-armer.
Far easier, far easier. It is just a staggered pull-up in some ways.
I wonder if Natalia had spotted that before. It was in a moment thing. She's doing well, matches the pink hole. Now having to work as she pushes up. Slightly different method from Miho, who went directly. Natalia using those. That pink, both the pink holds. And well, the record is still alive because Natalia Grossman flashes at boulder number 1. She still hasn't fallen off a boulder here in Brixen.
Amazing use. And actually involved a lot of flexibility. You could see she had both arms pressing on the pink holes on the left, and that meant she had to drive her hips right into the wall, opening up that right leg to get across, and you need a lot of flexibility to do that. It's very impressive.
So that is our top 6, which allows us to look at the leaderboard. Natalia, the gods of climbing perhaps. Natalia Grossman, our final athlete out on boulder number 2. She has a chance here to jump up the leaderboard in those 6 golds, 3 of them this year already. 2 silvers and a bronze. And Natalia Grossman still hasn't fallen off, remember.
Neither has Hannah Moyle. Obviously there will be a count back, but Natalia does not have much room for error right now.
No, she doesn't. Hannah close behind her. Natalia treading very carefully here. And going back, dropping down, smart climbing. She wants to do this first time. There's nothing wrong with going backwards.
Making that foot match in that lower position, very difficult and powerful. Has the friction on that left hand to use it.
Yeah, that foot jump kind of a move works well when the holds are bigger than that. When they're that small, it's so risky.
So risky.
Right thumb scragging on that hold. Oh, Natalia Grossman goes down. Well,
off the wallet. Now she has officially fallen into second place.
And second place, and the record to flash the whole comp that goes as well. But I don't think we're ever really thinking that would happen, but it would have been great.
The route setters will be happy with that.
So Natalia pulls onto her second go. 2 minutes 42 on the clock. Makes Hannah Moore's flash of this look even more impressive.
Very, very impressive. But an athlete who's so good at using all her limbs in coordination. I was very much expecting to see something impressive on this boulder.
So Natalia clawing her way upwards and gets the top.
It looked like she really pulled on that right-hand shoulder.
Yeah, it's like she suddenly got angry midway through that boulder. So Natalia Grossman goes, but she will be in second place.
Yeah, she has jumped ahead of Miho, but second semi-finals, even if you still made it in first place, well, you wouldn't quite make it in first place, but you were much more tired then for the final round.
Oh, there she is, the lady with the good skin. And she'll need it for this climb. Can she jump above Hannah Moyle? Natalia has a certain grit when it comes to boulders like this. She can dig deep. She tries harder than a lot of athletes out there. I mean, obviously all the athletes are trying hard, but she can find a different level of suffering almost out there on the wall.
Beautifully put, Matt. Beautifully put.
So, left hand up. Quick work at the moment. High right heel to chalk up.
And Natalia has such composure and such ability to think about different methods on this angle and style of climbing. She really does show her full skill set here.
Having to work now, though, and this is the big move towards the left. Gets it easily. She's in second at the moment. This will jump her up. Let's see. Up she goes, holds the swing, and another top. So, we are refreshing scoreboards, finding out. And it has jumped position, shall we? Natalia Grossman is currently behind Hannah Moyle because she hasn't climbed yet. The mysterious hand moves to one side as Natalia runs onto the stage.
Looks like she's going to have 2 attempts if she wants to get to the top in that first medal position.
Natalia Grossman can get another gold here tonight. She's got silver, she won't want that. How quickly can she work this out? There you go, that's what she needs to do down on the bottom right. Oh, and she slips! Big moment for Natalia. The smile still on her face, though.
Wasn't able to activate on that right hand hold. She placed it perfectly, but you could see how slopey it was. It just dragged right back out.
Yeah, she'll give that a good brush, not leaving it to the brushes. She wants to do it herself. The athlete's in the habit of doing that. During Corona, it was the rules.
This is potentially her final attempt for that gold medal position. Hannah Moyle will never have been on the edge of her seat more.
Yeah, Hannah will be watching this, and I'm sure she'll be supporting Natalia, but a gold medal is on the line, and this time Natalia makes the right hand stick, chalks up. Still possible here for this gold. Gets the left, she reads it exactly as it should be, comes the thumb in. This is where Miho had problems. No such problems for Natalia. Pressing with the palm, but now it's looking awkward. She's a long way to the left. Foot slowly, uses the inside sloper, then switches to the outside. One move away. Natalia Grossman tops out, and we'll wait for confirmation. And there it is, Natalia Grossman in first position, gold medal, followed by Hannah Moyle in second, and Jailu Lau in third place. Wow.
That
Danan,
was
what a final.
amazing. I don't know if you caught in that final position. As she had the bad hold, she thought to step back and twist that left foot out of a heel into a toe so she could turn around more. Hope she hasn't hurt her shoulder a bit there, grabbing that top hold.
Aches and pains. Natalia Grossman takes gold. What a way to end tonight's final. She just goes down to the front of the stage, holding her neck, as you can see. There's a slight tweak on the way down.
Not allowed.
Well, here are our top three. Jailu Lau from China in third position. She will pick up the flowers. What a first finals from her. Still a little smile out to the audience. She will be one to watch in the future. Hannah Moyle gives her a hug. Second place for her, and I don't think she would have dreamed of this moment coming into this comp.
She is very, very happy. One of my favorite athletes to watch climb, because she always has the biggest smile when she grabs a top hold. And so you can really tell that she is grateful for the experience she's having.
And Natalia Grossman, well, she battled with Hannah Moyle all the way, but she will take another victory, another gold added to her collection. And of course, in Innsbruck next, it's lead and Boulder. And Natalia is another one to watch for the lead, so she could be adding more medals to her collection in the next couple of comps. And we will be there, of course, in Innsbruck, watching all of the action. Boulder speed, paraclimbing, and lead taking place. They look to throw their flowers into the audience and celebrate their success. climbing is about many things.
Gold medal wins in a row now. How does that feel? A lot of pressure or grateful and excited for more?
I'm really grateful and excited for more. I feel like at least during the qualifiers and semis rounds, I had like the most fun I've had in a really long time, and it felt really good to compete without pressure again, because in Salt Lake I felt like I had a lot of pressure. Hannah definitely kept me on my toes the whole finals round, so that was kind of fun and like dealing with the pressure, but I'm glad I was able to keep it together.
Fantastic and so well done. Now we have our first lead climbing competition coming up next competition in Innsbruck. How are you feeling transferring, getting ready for that?
We'll see. I feel like I've been focusing mainly on boulders this year, but I'm very excited just to get the opportunity to compete in lead, because I love lead climbing, and yeah, I'll see how it goes.
I'm sure you won't be that bad. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
In a different method to other athletes.
Yeah, it was a great performance from her. Awesome to watch, and I'm sure she'll watch it back and be proud of herself. Well, the dignitaries come out on stage, as well as our top three. There they are. Now, this is the proper podium. We had the flower ceremony earlier. And Natalia will be very used to this position. Both Hannah and Jielu Lau will not be so much, but keep an eye on both of those athletes, because I think we might be seeing more to come from them. So she stands up for the first time in an IFSC competition, and she's on the podium straight away. What a way to kick off your account. A bronze medal for the Chinese athlete.
With the level of competition there is nowadays, that is truly amazing. And furthermore, our next athlete also an amazing feat for a first final.
So Hannah Moyle gets to stand up and receive her silver medal. Loving the moment, and so she should, fist pumping in the air. She'll take that medal and treasure it for a long, long time, but I'm sure many more will be added to her collection. She's just coming into form. She's 21. Well done, Hannah Moyle. And finally, Natalia Grossman has dealt with all the pressures of being the favourite coming into a competition. She was flawless through most of it. Didn't drop a single boulder in qualification and semi-finals. And when it mattered, when the moment came in the finals on that last boulder, she dug deep and found something special to stay on the top spot. Dominant so far. As you said, the lead season coming. It's going to be good.
It's going to be very, very exciting. She didn't want to boast too much, but I think we'll be seeing some special stuff.
Yeah, Janja Garnbret, of course, returns for the lead season, so these two will battle it out again on the wall. So we'll now wait for the national anthems to be played, and Natalia can celebrate with Team USA, who's in the crowd. You watching at home, and our audience here today. Let's listen to the anthem. Congratulations, Natalia Grossman. Dan, and we get to do it all again tomorrow for the men. Another round and something you're looking forward to?
Very much looking forward to. I want to see how this interesting style of setting that has mixed up the female field so much, what's going to happen in the male field?
Absolutely. The route setters have so much real estate to play with on this wall. For the women, they chose mainly to go for the overhanging physical boulders. I wonder if they'll change things up and give the men a bunch of slabs.
Yeah, we will see, because they did have to use different space on the wall when making the original set. While we do have the competition over 2 different days, the original set was actually done at the same time, so we will